Good evening, everyone. As we broadcast the Mishna Yomis here for my weekend in L.A. in Hancock Park, broadcasting from the home of Jonathan and Chana Weiss, and we wish their home only bracha, v'hatzlacha, and gesund. We're dedicated, of course, by the Fisher family, Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi, Shalom ben Avram Levi, Perel Bas Ruvain, the Neshama should have an aliyah. We learn the Ili Nishmas, Yaakov Moshe ben Zev, the schus of Avram Yom Benish ben Malki Yudis and family, Ufu Shalema, for Yomis ben Chayesara, by the Yo Klugman and family, Ufu Shalema, for Abigail ben Rivka, Hayelad ben Chava, and Meir ben Chayesara. We continue our learning of this intricate parak with Mishnah Hey and Mishnah Vav, and we start with, instead of four brothers, three brothers. Shloisha Achin, Reuven, Shimon, and Levi. Shnayim mehem nesuin shtei achayis. Reuven and Shimon are married to two sisters, Rachel and Leah. Ve'echad mufna. And one is unmarried. He's not married yet. Levi is not married. Meis echad mebali achayis. Reuven dies, and Rachel falls to Yibam. V'asaba mufna maimer. Here, Levi gives her Kedusha Yevamos. He makes a maimer with her. He's not miyabim her. He just gives her a maimer. And now Shimon, married to the other sister, dies. So remember, Levi made a maimer on Rachel. Not married to Rachel. Levi made a maimer on Rachel. And now Shimon dies. And now Leah, the other sister, falls to Levi. Now Beis Shammai says that maimer is like a marriage. So Beis Shammai Omer ishtay imay. Therefore Levi could keep Rachel, because since maimer is like a marriage, so then Leah goes out as achris ishtay. So Beis Shammai Omer ishtay imay. Levi could conclude his yibum with Rachel, Va'ala, and Leah takes him mishamaches, because he holds that maimer has a din like a marriage. Ubeisilam Reisil says no, it's no good, because the maimer that Levi gave to Rachel is not a marriage, so it's not strong enough to push away Leah as achis. He cannot consummate his marriage with Rachel, because Rachel is now achos zukukasai, because Leah is also zaket. So Beisalayim moitzies ishtay begetu b'chalitza. Levi has to send away Rachel, who was partially his wife because he gave a maimer. He has to give a get for the maimer and chalitza to Rachel. Ve'eshes achiv, and Shimon's wife Leah b'chalitza. And Zui she'amru, it's in such a case that we say oilay al ishto, woe to Levi for his wife, because he cannot consummate his marriage with Rachel. And he can also not be miyabim, the wife of Shimon, Leah, because it's also achos kukasai. He gets neither of them. And now we learn Mishnah Vav as we continue with these hard Mishnayos. And remember, when a Mishnayos is hard, that just means that we're getting a whopper of a schus. And the schus should also be for the protection of our brave soldiers that are really fighting in great danger. Hamas, Hezbollah, and trying also to avoid hurting civilians. It's a walking through all kinds of booby traps and mines, and not knowing where people will pop out of tunnels. It's learning, we said, when are when are our feet strong? When there's learning b'sharach Yerushalayim. So Mishnah Vav tells us Shloisha Achin, again a situation of three brothers, Reuven and Shimon and Levi. Shnayim mehem nesuin shtei achayis. Reuven and Shimon are married to Rachel and Leah. Ve'echad nasi nachris. Levi is married to Sarah, an unrelated woman. Meis echad mebali achayis. And here Reuven dies, and Rachel when it falls to Shimon, Shimon can't be miyabim because he's married to Rachel's sister. But Levi is miyabim Rachel. The kanis nasi nachrus es ishtay. And Levi is miyabim Rachel, which he can, right? So now Levi has two wives. He has his former wife Sarah, and he now has his new wife Rachel. Vameis. And now Levi dies. So now Rachel and Sarah fall to Shimon. So Hirishayna Yaitz Mishamachis Isha. So of course Shimon doesn't have to do Yibam or Chalitza on Rachel because it's his wife's sister. He's married to Leah. Ushniya Misham Tzarasa. And Sarah is also part of because she's a Tzara server. So that's simple. But what happens if the Levi who was married to Sarah, when Reuven died and Rachel fell to Levi, Levi did not miyabim Rachel. He only gave a maimer to Rachel. Also by maimer, if Levi made a maimer with Rachel, vameis, so then in this case, so now when Levi dies, Rachel and Sarah fall to Shimon. Now, of course, Rachel is nothing because Rachel is, Achis Isha. However, Sarah is not a full Tzara's erva because Levi did not marry Rachel. He only gave a maimer to Rachel. So therefore, Shimon gives to Sarah Nachris Cheletzes V'lei Yevamos. Now, the next case in the Mishnah is Shloisha Achim, three brothers, Reuven, Shimon, and Levi. Shnayim mehem nesuyin shtei achayis. Reuven and Shimon are married to Rachel and Leah. Ve'echad nasi nachrus. And Levi is married to Sarah. Meis hanasi nachrus. Okay, now Levi dies. So Sarah falls to Reuven and Shimon. V'kanas echad mebali achayis es ishtay. Reuven goes ahead and is miyabim Sarah. No problem. And now, Vameis. And now Reuven dies. Okay, so this is also cut and dry. Because when Rachel and Sarah fall to Shimon, so Harishayna Rachel is exempt because it's his wife's sister. Shimon is married to Leah. Harishayna Yaitz Mishamachis Isha. Ushniya and Sarah is free because she's a Tzara Serva. Ushniya Misham Tzarasa. Also, B'maimer Vameis. However, when Levi died, when Levi died, Reuven was not miyabim Sarah. Reuven gave a maimer to Sarah. Very interesting case. Remember, Reuven, Shimon, and Levi. Reuven and Shimon are married to Rachel and Leah, and Levi is married to Sarah. When Levi dies and Sarah falls to Reuven and Shimon, Reuven is not miyabim Sarah. Reuven just makes a maimer with Sarah, also a maimer, and then Reuven dies, vameis. So of course, Shimon doesn't have to do anything with Rachel because it's his wife's sister, but Sarah is not a complete Sarah Serva because Sarah Reuven was not did not miyabim her. He only made a maimer with her. So Sarah is still falling from Shimon. Sarah is still falling from Levi, and she's not a complete Tzara's erva because she wasn't. Reuven did not make yibam, so Nachris Shimon to Sarah choltzais v'loy misyabmos. He gives chalitza but not yibam. He can't give yibam because she's a partial Tzara's erva, but she's not free to marry without chalitza. Why? Because she's not a complete Tzara's erva because Reuven was not miyabim her, and therefore Nachris Shimon has to give to Sarah Chaletzes v'leimis Yevamos, chalitza and not ibum. We want to really thank you for joining us for these difficult Mishnayos, and to remind you that one time, because I'm in LA, we're starting Bava Kama on Motzei Shabbos, Bava Kama Daf Beis, 10:30 New York time. Only one daf, 10:30 New York time, Bava Kama Daf Beis. Please come and join us, and have a wonderful evening.